So today we'll be talking about configuration, how to designate chiral centers as R and S. So for example, before we determine that, we got to determine if it's chiral or not. So for example, we have chlorine. Actually, no. We have carbon in the middle, connected to hydrogen, chlorine, nitrogen, and oxygen. So this is in fact chiral because it's attached to 4 different elements or compounds, so it's nothing the same. And this is achiral because we only have 3 different elements. All 4 needs to be different. So this is called achiral. So to determine if it's R and S, I got to determine if it's chiral or not. So determination of R and S only happens for chiral centers. So for example, if we have this molecule right here, the first thing I want to determine if it's a chiral center. Does it have a chiral center? And by looking at it, yes, it does, because right, this carbon right here does. It's attached to a chlorine, attached to a methyl, and attached to an ethyl right here, and a hydrogen, which is not showing. So this, in fact, is a chiral. This does have a chiral center. So then now we just determine the determination of its R and S. So we gotta rank them. But before we do, we have some key points we need to know. A wedge, okay, it's just attached to, for the most part, the atom or the compound that has the highest molar mass. That's for the majority of the time, but not always. May not always be the case. Now the dash. This is always the lowest molar mass. So in here, we would draw the hydrogen with the dash, right? Now we would rank them. So chlorine would get rank number 1 because it has the highest molar mass. Then it would be the right side because it's an ethyl group, so it's 1, 2. It's 2 has 2 carbons, right? So this would get 2. Just erase that for a second. Now this side, the methyl group on the left would get placed 3rd, and then hydrogen would get placed 4th because it's the lowest, right? So according to our definitions, the dash would have the lowest molar mass, and here hydrogen does have the lowest molar mass, so it's in the right place. Now you just draw the arrow. So 1, 2, and 3. So now going clockwise is R, going counter clockwise is S. So this is going clockwise, so this is R. Let's try some few examples. We have this structure. First, we got to determine if it has a chiral center or not. So we have a ethyl group on this side, chlorine, a hydrogen, which is not showing, and we have an oxygen right here. So in fact, it does have a chiral center. 4 different elements or slash compounds. So now all we got to do is draw in the hydrogen. Now it doesn't matter where you draw the hydrogen, but it always has to be paired up with the wedge. So you can either be on the left or it can be on the right, but we're gonna test it out. So I just put on the left just to see what it is. Now all we do from here is just rank them. So chlorine has the highest molar mass in this. Then comes the oxygen. Then comes the ethyl, and then comes the hydrogen. Right. Now if you draw the arrow going 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Right. So going clockwise is R. Now let's draw the same molecule. Don't trick you for a second. Okay. But this time, chlorine will get the dash. Now let's just rank them again. But before we do that, we gotta draw the hydrogen as the wedge now, because the dash is being used already. Now let's rank them. Chlorine will get the 1, then the oxygen, and then the ethyl, and then the hydrogen. Right. But according to our definitions, the dash would always have the lowest molar mass. So over here, chlorine has the dash. So now the lowest molar mass here is hydrogen. So we got to switch the 1 and the 4. So let's just redraw the model. So since chlorine was 1, now it's 4. Now this wedge over here gets the 1 because it's switched. Then now when you switch 4 and 1 or 1 and 4, you got to switch the other one. So 3 and 2. So now this was 3, now it's 2. And this was 2, now it's 3. So it's going this way, counterclockwise. So now this is S. S. Let's try another one. Actually, effect. Okay. Oops, doesn't go there. So now, how many chiral centers does this have? Well, let's see. There's a carbon over here, another carbon over here. Well, the carbon is the chiral center, so there's a carbon right here. We got the Br, we got the hydrogen in the back, not showing right now. And then now we got this right here, another carbon, okay, connected with a Br. Then we have an ethyl right here, disconnected to that, so that's 2 chiral centers. So also to see if it's chiral or not, you can just draw like a dashed line right down the middle. And if it's symmetry, if it's equal parts, then that would be achiral. But since this is right down the middle, this can't be a achiral molecule. It's a chiral molecule. So now this has 2 chiral centers. So let's draw the hydrogens. We'll do the first one on the left first. Okay. Now let's rank it. Bromine has the highest molar mass. Then it would come this side because this carbon is connected with a bromine over here. So carbon connected to a bromine comes first, comes second, and then the third would be the other carbon, the fourth would be the hydrogen. And then in this case, we see that it goes in this way, a clockwise way, so this is R. Next, let's do the other one. Let's draw the hydrogen here. let's rank it now. So now bromine over here gets the 1. And to determine it, we always look at the first element. So bromine is the first, so that's why it gets first, ranked first. Over here, it's a carbon connected to a bromine. So it looks like this. This right here is this CBr, right? It's 2 elements. We always look at the first one first to determine the rank. So since it's a carbon, it has a lower molar mass than bromine. So that's why this bromine gets first. Although if you combine these two, it would have a higher molar mass, but you're not combining molar mass. So you're just looking at the first one determining. So this has a carbon over here. That's why it gets ranked second instead of first, if you ever wondered. So this gets second right here. Let me just do it in a different color. This gets second, right? Now this right here, this ethyl would get third, while this hydrogen would get fourth, right? So now the hydrogen is the lowest molecule element over here with the dash on it, so that's what we want. And so we can just ignore the fourth one and just continue the way. So it would look like this: 1, 2, 3. So going in a clockwise direction, that's R. Right? And that's another rule. You can always ignore the fourth element slash compound. Let's try another one. Okay. So now let's determine if it has a chiral center. It's a carbon, hydroxyl group, chlorine, and hydrogen. No, not hydrogen. Carbon right here. This 1, 2 ethyl group right here. So in fact, it does have 4 different molecules. So now all we gotta do is now rank them. But before we do, this is a hydroxyl group, so it just written differently, but it's supposed to be written like this. Okay, it's the same thing, but it should be right like this. So now, let's rank them. We know chlorine has the highest molar mass. Then we check at this molecule, because of the oxygen that comes first. Oxygen has a higher molar mass than carbon, so that is why it will get ranked second. So 2. Now this carbon over here, because it's 1, 2, has 2 carbons instead of this right here has 1 carbon, so this would get placed third. Then this would come in fourth. Okay. But if you look here, we have a problem. Coming off the second carbon, actually no, coming off the dash is the oxygen, right? The hydroxyl group. This group is ranked second. The dash is supposed to be given to the lowest molar mass, right? So now, this is 2, this is 4. We got to switch 4 and 2 because we want the dash to be on the lowest molecule with the lowest molar mass. So 2 and 4 can be switched. Let's redraw the molecule, okay? But don't add the elements to it so don't get confused. So now, this was 2, now it's going to be 4 because we got to switch it. So then this was 4, this is 2 now. Switched. Since we switched 4 and 2, we got to switch 1 and 3. So this was 1, it's 3 now. This was 3, now it's 1, because we switched 4 and 2, we must switch the other one as well. So now it goes in this direction. We can ignore the fourth element, we could just, erase it if you get confused, you could just erase it. Just erase it. Over here. So I'm going in a clockwise direction, this would be R, in fact. Let's do one more. So it is in fact molecule. Let's see if it has 2 or 1 chiral centers. So got a carbon right here. Then we got a bromine, a chlorine, and then we got another carbon right here attached to it. 2 methyl groups right here. 1, 2. Now let's see if this has a chiral center over here. So this in fact is 1. This is 1. The same thing, right? A methyl and a methyl. So that effect, so that's a CH3 right here. And this is CH3. Since these two are the same, it can't have a chiral center. Because chiral centers must have 4 different elements / compounds. Right, so there's only 1 chiral center. Oops. This is right here. So now let's rank them. Bromine has the highest molar mass, so this will get ranked first. Then comes in chlorine. Then now we got to check which one would get placed third and fourth, right? So we would look at the first carbon. So this is C, this is C. So it's the same thing, really. CH2, CH2, it's the same thing. Then we have, when we go a little lower, we have this carbon right here, right? It's a CH2. But this right here, we have 1, 2, 2, and plus the carbon right here, so that's a CC3 carbon, right? So, in fact, this has more carbons, a higher molar mass. This will be placed, right side will be placed third. And then now we have the fourth right here. So now we have a problem here because the dash is on the second carbon, which the dash needs to be on the fourth because that's the lowest. Now let's redraw the molecule. Right. Just draw like that. So now the rest place 2 and 4. Right. So this was 2, now it's 4. This was 2. This was 4, now it's 2. So when you switch 4 and 2, or 2 and 4, we must switch 1 and 3. The other ones. So this was 1, now it's 3. This was 3, now it's 1. It's going in this direction. That's a clockwise direction, so that's an R. So this chiral center over here has an R configuration.